Hello and welcome back to this week's Top 10. In today's video we'll be taking a look at the top 10 chameleon facts. Let's get into this top 10. Number 10. The smallest chameleon in the world is seriously tiny. Voelzkow nana is the tiniest chameleon species of all and is so tiny that its entire body could fit on your fingertip. About the size of a sunflower seed, scientists believe their small size is due, at least in part, to miniaturization, an evolutionary process that animals go through to adapt to environments with diminished amounts of space or resources. There have only been 2 sightings to date, one male and one female. Scientists confirmed these animals were adults by observing the female's ovaries, where eggs were found, and the shape of the male's genitals, which determines age in chameleons. Number 9. Labrador chameleon spends most of its life as an egg. Labrador chameleons spend most time in incubation than they do in the wild. These incredible creatures spend 8 to 9 months developing before hatching, only to spend a surprisingly short life of 4 to 5 months outside of their eggs. Number 8. Most chameleons don't change colours to blend in. If you've ever seen Monster Inc., you know Randall, the chameleon-like lizard that changes his colours to hide from unsuspecting children. You might be surprised to learn, though, that chameleons don't just change their colour to blend into their surroundings. In fact, many chameleons are limited to just a few colours, which makes blending into unlimited backgrounds impossible. Chameleons can also use their extraordinary colour changing abilities to communicate with other chameleons, reflect their mood, and even regulate their body temperatures. Number 7. Chameleons don't have ears. Chameleons possess the incredible ability to feel sound. Since they lack ears and eardrums, they must instead rely on feeling vibrations to identify threats in the world around them. They can hear some sound, but not much. They can only detect sounds at frequencies between 200 to 600 Hz. That means if you wanted to talk to a chameleon, you would have to do so in such a specific pitch for them to hear. Number 6. Chameleons are at least 100 million years old. Fossils found by scientists in 2016 suggest that chameleons date back to the time of dinosaurs. One lizard found trapped in amber that dates back 100 million years at minimum. That's an astonishing 78 million years older than species found before. This prehistoric chameleon did not have the fused toes of today's chameleons, but clues in its jaw indicate that it shared the projectile tongue. Number 5. These tiny chameleons vibrate to ward off predators. Voelzkow and Pelham chameleons are amongst the tiniest chameleons in the world, measuring at 3 inches or smaller. Due to their small size and inability to change colour, their evolutionary traits allow them to defend themselves in a different way by vibrating their bodies. Scientists believe that chameleons use vibration to startle enemies into dropping them. It is thought that these vibrations oriented in the muscles between a chameleon's ribs. Number 4. Chameleon recently reappears after going missing for more than 100 years. If you've ever lost something for a long time, you can relate to the excitement that scientists probably felt after finding a chameleon that hadn't been spotted in more than 100 years. Much to their surprise, this chameleon wasn't found in the forest. Instead, they found 3 males and 15 females in an overgrowth hotel garden in Madagascar. Number 3. Chameleons are nearly blind in the dark. Have you ever experienced temporary blindness when you walk out of a bright room into a dark one? This is the chameleon's experience each night, except their eyes never adjust to the darkness. Since the photoreceptors in their eyes are made up of more cones than rods, the way they see the world is mostly by colour with not much contrast at all. This means that when it's dark outside, their eyesight is greatly diminished, near to blindness. Number 2. Chameleons' bones glow in the dark. Have you ever seen a velvet poster glow under a black light? That's what scientists realised chameleon bones could do under UV light. During the study, scientists discovered that when exposed to UV light, chameleons' bones shone different shades of blue, visible through the skin. If that wasn't exciting enough, they also observed entire patterns across chameleon skins that weren't visible to the naked eye. This is even more interesting because chameleons can see UV light with the naked eye, an ability that humans lack. This suggests that chameleons can see each other in entirely different light than we do, no pun intended. Number 1. One chameleon's tongue is faster than the fastest sports car. The rosette nose pygum might be tiny, but its tongue packs a powerful punch, launching at an impressive 8,500 feet per second. The speed of this chameleon's tongue is faster than space shuttles and jet fighters. And that concludes today's top 10 list. Comment down below which one was your favourite, and like the video and subscribe to get more daily top 10s just like this one. Until the next time, take care.